What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your man, Chris Allen, coming to you live on another episode of On The Grind, baby. Listen, we are here in Jacksonville, Florida, and I'm telling you, it's an absolute gorgeous day in our beautiful city. I'm telling you. So listen up. Today, we're going to interview an entrepreneur in our city that is doing some amazing things in the physical fitness industry. I'm telling you, folks, today I have the privilege and the honor of interviewing Mr. Ray Carr. Now, even though the possibilities for success in all of our lives can be deemed as limitless, Ray has found true success within the realm of serving people. The most joyful times in his life has involved seeing others grow and prosper. Now listen, Ray made the decision to take fitness coaching on as a career for nothing short of being able to help others become the best versions of themselves. So come with me as we interview Mr. Ray Carr.
Welcome to Elevate Fitness, Orange Park.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is your man, Chris Allen, coming to you live on another episode of On The Grind. Today we are in Jacksonville, Florida. You know, we're doing them spotlights, them interviews with them everyday entrepreneurs. You know that show, everyday entrepreneurs out here making things happen for themselves and truly creating their own stimulus package. So today I'm in Jacksonville, Florida, interviewing my man, Mr. Ray Carr, over here at Elevate Fitness, and we're gonna jump right on. Welcome to the show, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, I start this show all the time the same way. When did you get involved in entrepreneurship?
When I had no other choice.
Ooh.
It was either continue to do what I hated doing,
Okay.
or to chase my dream, chase my purpose. That was about, I'm gonna say, 5 years ago.
Gotcha.
Yep.
What was your background? What were you doing before this?
Man, I was in retail sales. I worked for a distributor.
Okay.
So it was I was working hard, like literally, physically hard work for someone else. Which I mean, I don't mind the hard work, but at the end of the day, if it's not satisfying, if it's not working on legacy for myself and my family, then I felt like it was no longer an option. Is what it came down to.
Now, are you from Jacksonville?
No, I'm actually from Virginia.
Okay.
I was born in Virginia. I lived there for 14 years. We moved to Connecticut, and then we came here in '98, I believe. '98. So I've been here for a while.
Okay. Not military.
Military
Brought you to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Got you. And so you felt are you coming from a family of entrepreneurs, or what's your family background?
No. Actually, my mom and my pops, they work for the government, and I grew up, just believing that in order to maintain and survive, you get a job and you work. And I don't think that's a horrible mindset to have.
Sure.
It's survival. But I understood at one point when I got out of that, of the thriving aspect of it, and knowing that there was more, that it started to, when I stopped growing is when I started to become miserable. Like even though finances were there, I was literally miserable. I wasn't happy. At home, I wasn't, like, it was miserable. I loved the people around me, but there was no growth. So I was slowly dying inside.
That's a big thing, man. Especially when you got that entrepreneurial spirit on the inside of you, that burning desire to do something. It's almost like you feel like you are drowning or you dying slowly. So what'd your family think, man, when you said, listen, I'm about to launch out, I'm about to leave this 9 to 5, and
I don't remember. I know my wife. My wife was my biggest supporter. I needed her on board, and I believe that she saw something in me from my work ethic before. Like I did work hard, even though it was work that I didn't want to do. I worked hard, and I believe that when I wanted to make that decision, I guess she saw some passion, and she was like, I'm on board to do it. And when she said she was on board, I knew I I didn't take it lightly. So even like to this day, she may think some of the things that I do, some of the other people think some of the things that I do are like, you know, why are you doing that? But you have to. You have to.
You got to think outside that box a little bit. So did she see the passion that you had as far as physical fitness or the entrepreneur passion? Which?
I think she just saw the work.
Okay.
Just saw the work. In the industry that I was in before, it was a lot of physical work. So on top of my physical work, I will also do. I did work out. Physical fitness was always a big part of my life. Growing up, it's always been a big part. Okay. So I did work out and I did those things. But you know, outside of work, she saw that you know I really put forth effort in that. And then when I wasn't at work, I put forth effort in my family and doing those type of things. So I believe that she knew in her heart, and I hope that she knew in her heart that something good could come about, and she was on board. It's been rough. It was rough. It's still going to be rough.
Absolutely.
But when you have that support system, it's you know, it makes it just a little bit easier. Actually.
What do you think the biggest challenge is for an entrepreneur that you found? What was the biggest challenge for you?
Finding my path, finding my way. When you start off as a business owner, when you start off on your own, they always say, you know, you should seek failure and grow from failure. But putting it that way, it makes it very, very hard for people to jump into it. So as I was going along, I had to find out the things that worked for me, and there were some very rocky situations that I went through. But
during those rocky times, was there ever something inside of you that said pull back, start over, go get that 9 to 5? What were those moments like?
Man, it was literally a time where I prayed and I asked God. I said, show me what I'm supposed to do, because I don't think this is for me. And this wasn't long ago. This was maybe close to a year ago. And I you know, you get into this and you have no idea. Like when someone is I have a new respect for people who run their own business, no matter what they do.
Sure.
You think this is just fitness, but this is, you know, this is, my family depends on this. There's other people that depend on this. So yeah, there's been plenty of times where I wanted to, I thought it wasn't for me.
One thing that you just mentioned, let's talk about praying. How big has your faith played in this journey?
Man, this gym was developed from me stepping out on faith. So everything that I do, it's from faith. It's from me not knowing, but me trusting and believing that there's something. Even when I wanted to stop, it was faith in me actually spending time talking to God and knowing that it's not always going to be peaches and cream. But if you have faith and along with that, you know, the work, then it'll work out. But this gym came from faith. This isn't anything that I did. This is just believing that God was going to do something. You know, He has done it. He has.
When did you know that you would? I know you say you've been working out for a long period of time. When did you think that was actually going to be the thing that you would actually do long term?
You know, it's crazy that you asked that question, because a good friend of mine just got married this past weekend, and it was a group of us. I think it's like 6 or 7 of us that have been together for so long, and it's a very small group that have been together since high school, 21 plus years. And we were sitting down talking, and a friend of mine was like, you remember when we were, I think he said we were 20 or 19, and you were like, my dream is to be a personal trainer and be into fitness.
Wow.
And I was like, nah, I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Wow.
But wow. And then it was right before I was still working, you know, 9 to 5. That was my dream. I said I wanted to have a gym, and I wanted to have different things associated with the gym, but I wanted to have a gym. And I wanted my older brother to be involved in it, and that was my dream. So, and he passed away tragically, going on 5 years. And but I am literally living out what him and I were dreaming to do.
Yeah, sorry to hear about your brother. Man, sorry to hear. So, what do you think your biggest accomplishment was since you had the gym? What do you think your biggest accomplishment was?
Not quitting when I wanted to. I mean, you hit milestones, and even a lot of people when I graduated from UNF, studying exercise science, everybody was like, "Oh, that's so." I didn't see it as being that big. When we won our award for the gym, I didn't see it as being that big. But when I look back, just knowing that I was going to quit, and I thought, this wasn't for me, and to be able to push through that, to me is those are the accomplishments that I use to build off of. Everything else it's great, and I try to sit in the moment to be like, yeah, this is, but that doesn't matter, because me not quitting could really impact more lives, and that's an accomplishment to touch people.
Now, you may have already answered it, so I'm gonna ask it in a different way. If you had to give yourself a superpower, what do you think that superpower is that you What's that superpower?
Oh man, I'm really into, over the last, I don't know how long I've been doing this. It's going on maybe 2 years. I've really gotten into reading a lot, and I really enjoy it. And it's just recently where if someone were to say, hey, if you have free time, what would you do? And I'm like, I'll sit down and read. Oh man. So I would honestly like to be able to read and really grasp and interpret everything that I read faster, and be able to read faster. I like to read. That wasn't my life years ago, but I really like to read. So if I could read more, if I could see it and absorb it, and I got it, I take that. That's good. I take that.
What's your favorite book? What's your favorite?
Oh, right now I'm reading Glory Days by Max Lucado.
Okay. Yeah.
It's all Bible driven on my last chapter. I'm reading a leadership book by Bruce Weber, and like I don't just read one book, which may be why I take it too long, but at different times.
You stack the books that you
I do. I literally had, my wife came in, she was like, this is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Because every morning I read. And it depends on the morning of where I want to go. And sometimes I want to go to the Glory Days, and sometimes I want to go to leadership, and different avenues. But I have a stack.
Is reading a part of your ritual, your daily routine? Is that a part of it?
Yeah, every morning.
What's your other? Can you lay out your daily routine?
Okay, so I wake up most mornings. It's between 3:30 and 3:45. And I like to take, even those mornings, if I'm coaching, it's 3:30 to 3:45. If I'm not coaching, I'm up by 4. Gotta be up by 4. Some days it's a struggle, but my schedule is to be up by 4. And the first thing that I do is when I go, wake up, get out the room because my wife's sleeping. I go and I'm just in the moment of gratefulness. Wow. And I have the scripture that I read that comes up on my phone. That's the first thing I do. I read that, and I jump in the shower to make sure I'm awake.
You taking a cold shower? Or you doing a hot shower?
No, I do the hot shower.
Hot shower?
Yeah, I do.
I read somebody take do a cold shower that shocks your body. I ain't tried it yet.
I bet. I won't try it. I don't know about that. I don't know. I think the water at 4 o'clock in the morning is enough. I might try one day.
Yeah, Anthony Robbins said that.
I might try that. I might try that.
Let me know how it works out.
I will. I might try that tomorrow. But that's the first thing I do is I get out the shower, I get dressed, and then I go out and I have this book and I read a daily devotional, and then I put that to the side. And then the Monday, usually Monday or Tuesday, I read a Ty Durkin book, and it goes week by week, and I just follow it week by week, and I read it, and then I write in my journal. And then that's when I go into my stack. And however I feel, I pick a book out the stack. And I really don't get too much into the business side of it that early. It's mainly just getting my mind set for the day. And I learned that from just reading and listening to people and listening to successful people. And you hear it, and it's such a cliche, but it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
How big is your journaling per day? How big is that in you?
Oh man, like I literally write every day, sometimes 2, 3, 4 times a day. I always in my phone. I got my notepad in my phone. Sometimes I speak into it. Whenever something comes to my mind, I try to write it down. I try to get it down because I forget it. So I write every single day. If it's not in my book, I write. I use my phone every single day. I write.
It seems that you have huge passion. You're driven. Your work ethic is impeccable. If you're laying in your room with you and your wife, and you have to think about that area in your life where you say, you know what, Ray, you got to get this together. What's that? What's that thing that you know that you got to get together?
Everything. Everything. I feel like when you think, man, when you think that you're there, because there's been a lot of times in the gym when I'm like, yeah, and then reality hits, and you get a little lackadaisical, and you kind of fall back. So in my marriage, it's work. I don't care if we think that we're doing amazing. I still want to continuously work, and I don't make it vigorous work. It's just constant. Even with my kids, I have to just always assess my parenting. When it comes to working out, I have to, ask myself, am I pushing myself? As a leader, as a coach, I never want to get to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm good here. I think every aspect needs continuous work, and I had to learn that from. That's one of the things where at one point I got comfortable and I was like, yeah, I'm doing good, and I kind of pulled back a little bit, and then you get hit hard in the face by life. Life is just waiting to send you a jab that you do not expect, and if you're always trying to just make sure things are growing and make sure that the people around you are really benefiting and you're really impacting people, it's every aspect. You gotta work on it every day.
That's good. What do you think about the climate here in Jacksonville? Well, I know we're not in Jacksonville. This is Orange Park area.
Yeah. We know. Yeah, we're about 2 miles.
So that's all I'm saying. We lump it all together. What do you think the climate is here for entrepreneurship? Some people, I've seen a lot of people moving out of the city and they want to go to Atlanta and California, all these bigger places. What do you think about the climate right here in Jacksonville as far as entrepreneurship?
I mean, I think it's wherever you go. It can be great or it can be a struggle. Ultimately, you got to find your path. So if you come Jacksonville, we have Jacksonville, Orange Park. We have so many fitness facilities. And I'm literally Elevate Fitness is in Redwater. Like everybody's in it. Everybody wants to do it. But we find our lane and we find our path, and we try to, just really put forth effort in the things that we do the best and capitalize on that. So I think anywhere you go, you may have somebody that does what you want to do, and then you have the ones that are very innovative and they kind of just flip and switch the whole game and go somewhere where there's nothing like that. But me, I was here, and this is what I love to do. So I said I'm gonna do it here.
That's good. What's the next big thing for Elevate Fitness? Ray Carr. What's the next big thing for you?
Man, I don't know. I have my list of goals that I work on, and I have a list of goals of things that I want to accomplish. But really, as far as Elevate Fitness, where do we go next? We're here for the community. We're here. We want to help. We want to touch. I won't say that we want to have gyms all over, because I don't know what God's plan is. I know that He wants me right now to focus on the people and to work hard, and that's what I'm doing. And if it comes about, the opportunity comes about, and there's more Elevate Fitnesses over the city or over the world, then so be it. Hopefully I'll be prepared for it. But I have my own personal goals, and none of those are necessarily tied to the gym, because I'm not the gym. The gym is for the people, because without them, this is nothing. So all I do is put what I know and what I feel and my passion into it. But as far as myself, there's many different things that could be out there, and I just keep my head on the swivel.
Right. Now, are you doing the success coaching as well? Are you doing that as part, or just straight fitness coaching?
So we're fitness coaches, but I do have many of our members, a lot of them that I've coached 3, 4, even 5 years, that I want to help them like change how they view everything on their lives, because I had to get to that point where I changed how I view everything on my life, from my marriage to my parenting to finances to business. So there are a lot of members that they come to me and they want that help and they need that help, and I am 100% willing to help them. And that's why we don't consider ourselves trainers, because trainers, once you leave here, it's kind of okay, I had you here, and then you leave, you got to figure it out. But you know, we know people need more than that. People need they need some encouragement throughout the day. They need coaching. They need guidance. I mean, we all need it. So we do. I do help people. I have somebody I'm working with very closely now. This is our first week on this new path. Speaking about foundation, and he's done very well this first week. Very well this first week. So yeah, that's good.
That's good. Let's go back a little bit. If you had to go to tell that younger version of Ray Carr what you know now, knowing what you know now, if you had to go back and speak to that then Ray, what would you say?
Oh man, I can't change. I couldn't. I wouldn't want to change anything. Man, I had to struggle and make the mistakes that I did. I made some big mistakes. I did some, you know, just growing up. I could say things that I would change, but when I look back at it, like, I needed those things to happen when they happened. When I look back at them, because like even me, when I went to college right out of high school, and I dropped out, and I went to school for business, right? Man, I'm not a fan of business. I'm not like all the accounting and the details. Yeah, we got a bookkeeper that like we don't. I can't do that, but that's what I went to school for. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and then going back to school as an adult with this passion and feeling like there's something that I want to learn, I want to know. Like, I can't say, I mean, that was a good thing for me to do that then, and I don't want to say, you know, I would go back and change that, because I wouldn't. But I don't want anyone who's in school right now to feel like, yeah, let me stop because I'm not ready, because you should always try to finish what you started. Absolutely. But the way my life planned out, man, the way it's been, I needed everything to happen the way it did. Because I'm looking back at 37 and looking at things that happened at 19, and you know, a lot of it is nothing short than a miracle. So that's what keeps the faith. That's what keeps me going. When I'm like, this is rough. Like, I don't know if I can do this. You're supposed to do this. It's kind of like, look where you are, look where you could have been. So I'm not going to say, I don't want to be one of those people who are like, nah, I wouldn't change anything. I need it, but like the stuff that happened, like, it's so important. It's good, so important.
And I asked that, man, I was talking to somebody else the other day, and I think if I had to go back and tell my younger version, I was telling me, focus, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We lose that focus sometimes. So that's good. So for an entrepreneur that's looking at this video today, and they're thinking to themselves, man, I got an idea, I got a concept, I want to be an entrepreneur. What type of words of encouragement would you want to share with them?
You know, if there's something inside of you, if there's something that you want to do, I think the biggest setback in this day and age is monetary resources. Everybody's like, I gotta do this because I have to make money. And you know, me getting into entrepreneurship and me actually going into fitness full time, I took a major pay cut. And for a lot of people, that will keep them from pursuing that. And I have to say that a lot of times that if you have a dream, if you have something that you want to do inside, and if it's monetary resources that are keeping you from doing it, look at what you're spending your money on, because a lot of it is frivolous. A lot of it isn't giving you any satisfaction, any growth. It isn't helping you. It's a waste. Look at that, and that alone may give you some freedom to actually pursue your dream. But you have to understand that no matter how much money you're making now, if you are doing something that you love to do, that you can wake up at 3:30, 3:45 and do, you can be successful at it. And you can't look at the now. It's an investment on the one life that you had. So you got to go for it. You have to get a plan, have some people in your corner to support you, to tell you, hey, and not just naysayers, not just people who always want to shoot you down, but people who will shoot you down and give you maybe a different idea, a different route to take. But you have to have those people in your corner, and when you do it, you got to be prepared to work. You got to be prepared to get hit and to pick yourself back up. And you have to have a regimen. But as hard as it sounds, it's not that hard to do. Consistency. That's one thing we really tell our members, consistency. If you can work on consistency, working out, that goes into your life. That goes, you working out 4 days a week, you're consistent. You said, I'm gonna do my 4 days no matter what. You're feeling confident. You're getting this new spirit about you. That goes to work with you. That goes to your spouse. That goes to your kids. Like, consistency is so important. But if you have something that you want to do, if you have a passion, don't let resources hold you up from pursuing it. Don't be afraid. It may not work, and that's the biggest thing. People are like, it's I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm like, man, you'll bounce back. You'll bounce back. If you have it in you and you're willing to work and you're willing to start at the bottom, you'll bounce back. It'll be all right. That's good. Go for it.
That's good. Let's talk real quick about the business. Let's talk real quick. Over here, Elevate Fitness.
Orange Park.
Yeah. What's the address?
2141 Lock Rain, building number 111.
So there's like you talked about earlier, there's a bunch of different fitness places out here that they can go to. What separates you from your competitors?
Well, we were voted #1 in Clay. Okay, as fitness facility, and that's not us. That's the people that voted. So I honestly feel like that there's no doubt that everything that we do, it's really to help people. You have $1 billion industry in medicine that you have so much money and so many advocates for. And here's the thing, medicine is important. My family, my in-laws, they are battling different illnesses, and I'm so thankful for technology. I'm thankful for medicine to help them. But when we look at that, there's so much money into that. We are focused on that part of it once we become ill. But what about before? Like mental illness, let's work on that before we get to that point. We're about foundation. We want to help you build on something that's lifelong, that is not, okay, you want to lose 10 pounds. I can tell you how to lose 10 pounds easy. But do you want to lose 10 in a month and gain 20 back the next month? Or do you want to lose 10 this month, 10 next month, 8, 12, and continuously go and feel good, feel confident, feel strong, and let that just kind of bleed into your life? Well, you have to know how to go about that, and it's not just exercise. You have to have people surrounding you. You have to have a good foundation, and that's the biggest thing that we work on. When people come on to us, when we onboard everyone, we have orientation and we speak about foundation. I can tell you how to lose weight. It's not that hard. I can tell you how to get stronger. It's not that hard. But to go from working out not at all to working out consistently 4 to 5 times a week for years, that's hard to do on your own. So when people come into us, when you come through that door, we feel like you need something and we want to give it to you. And everyone who comes here, I believe that they feel that. And if they didn't, I'm not doing my job.
Now, how many years have you been open at?
We've been here. We're going on our second or third.
Okay. But you had Elevate Fitness for how long?
Well, so I partnered up with someone and opened an unnamed gym. So I opened the gym in Orange Park before. So someone that I knew, I love this, and they were like, hey, let's go over here to Orange Park. And I was like, all right, let's do it. So, I opened that gym in Orange Park, and in partnerships, things don't always work out the way they should, and not just their fault, not just my fault. It's just the way it happens sometimes. So, in that process, I realized that I need to have something that I truly believe in, because this was a franchise before. I needed something that I believed in, that I believe people need, and I need to have something that my kids and my family can be proud of down the road and say that it's more than fitness. And that's a hashtag that we use. It's more than just fitness. We can work out all day, but if you don't have a good foundation,
that's good. How important is your diet when it comes to fitness?
Oh man, so here's the thing: you have to, and we don't stress diets. Like, we don't tell people, like, you have all these different fads, these different diets, and what people don't understand is that a lot of these diets that are in 2019, they started in hospitals, and they're made for a specific purpose, a specific illness, to help someone's body react a certain way, or to do something, or to overcome something. That's what these diets that everyone is using, that's what they're for. So we don't encourage diets. What we want to do is take how you're eating. Anybody that comes in, we want to take how you're eating, and we want to meet you where you are, and we want to help you change things to get the foods that you have, that you need to have in you. Because what you eat, that's your energy. I mean, your body, if you want to be successful in anything that you do, even parenting, like, you can't be a successful parent if you have no energy to move with your kids. That comes from eating, that comes from moving your body. Like, those things are important. So when it comes to eating, that is very, very, very important that we focus on that. So eating is 90% of it. Yeah,
that's crazy. Well, listen, man, I really appreciate you hanging out with me.
Oh, man, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
So listen, before I go to my last question,
okay,
go ahead and tell everybody how they can actually get in contact with you and everything you got going on.
All right, so you can follow us on Facebook, Orange Park, Elevate Fitness Orange Park. You can follow me on Facebook, Ray Carr. We're on Instagram. I'm under Coaching Greatness. Our website is www.elevatefitnessorangepark.com. If you need to reach us by email, it's results@elevatefitnessorangepark.com. Plenty of ways to reach us. If you want to make a change and it's not extreme, and you just need help, you need guidance, we can help you. If you are like to the point and you want to do something, you want to kick it up, you want to step it up, trust me, we can help you. We're not just this gym for a certain type of people. We can help anyone who's able to move, and that's our goal, is to help you. When you walk through that door, we got you.
I love it. Last one. When it's all said and done, you go home to meet your father. What do you want on your tombstone?
That's a good one. Coaching greatness. Coaching greatness. I want to coach. The people that are around me, I want them to be great. I want my kids to be great. I want my wife to be great. I want everybody I come in contact with to be great, and to be all that you can be. So on my tombstone, when it's all said and done, I wanna hope that I helped Coach Greatness.
All right, y'all. Until next time, don't talk about it, be about it. We out. Peace.